The Middle East conflict didn't begin on October 7th. That was just the result of decades of Israeli oppression. It was just resistance. Anyone that dares to utter such a disgraceful and perverse argument needs to watch this clip from a fairly old documentary, actually. The notion that the conflict that's going on in Israel, that the Palestinian cause is about some kind of grievance, legitimate grievance against anything Israel's done, including Israel's very existence, let alone settlements or occupation or security checkpoints or blockades or any of those things, it will become very clear to you here that this is nonsense. People say the Palestinian resistance and acts is just a response to Israeli occupation. No, occupation is a response to Arab anti-Semitism. The proof being that this is the story of Arab and Islamic anti-Semitism, prejudice towards Jews, before Israel even existed. Thus disproving the notion that it's anything to do with Israel's actions is to do with the very fact of the Jewish people's being and restoring sovereignty and thus security to themselves in their ancient homeland. Have a watch of this critical clip which shows you that people have got cause and effect the wrong way round. It is anti-Semitism that lies at the heart of the Israeli-Arab conflict. Have a watch of this important documentary clip.
821,000 Jews were forced to flee from Arab countries. 590,000 arrived in Israel. From Morocco, 261,000. From Algiers, 14,000. From Tunisia, 56,000. From Libya, 36,000. From Egypt, 31,000. From Yemen, 51,000. From Iraq, 130,000. From Syria, 5,000. From Lebanon, 6,000. You've never heard of them. They never made the news. Their suffering never made the headlines. You might have thought, like the rest of the world, that their lot was a good one. Albert Memmi, the renowned author, himself an Arab Jew, was deeply involved in the struggle for Arab independence in Tunisia. Only much later did he write his book, Jews and Arabs. Assuming the Jewish situation in the Arab countries was very good, the whole history of Jewish misfortune was due to the West, due to the Christians. Then why should the Arabs be held responsible for any part of the Jewish misery? And why should they accept the existence of Israel? This has, in fact, become an Arab propaganda argument, repeated time and again, and designed to create an anti-Israeli reaction. But I say this cannot be left uncorrected. The truth is different, and these are the facts. Jewish settlement in Yemen dates back to the time of the prophet Jeremiah. Jewish settlement existed in Morocco and Tunisia for thousands of years. Gravestones in Algeria testify to the presence of Jews there as early as the 1st century. This synagogue in Alexandria has monuments which prove the existence of Jewish life in Egypt long before the birth of Islam. Jews came to Syria after the destruction of the first temple 2,500 years ago. In the year 632 AD, the Arabs left the desert and created an empire in the name of Muhammad. The prophet of Islam preached a faith greatly influenced by Judaism. He was bitterly disappointed when the Jews refused to adopt his new faith. There emerged an attitude of hostility and contempt towards Jews and Judaism. The extermination of Jewish tribes in the Arabian Peninsula followed immediately. At the time of Omar, the second caliph, new rules were laid down, known today as the Covenant of Omar, humiliating to those to whom they apply. The Jews were forced to wear distinctive dress with a yellow patch on their clothes. They were confined to special ghettos as second-class citizens and were called Ahlu Dhimma.
Ahl Dhimma are people under Muslim protection, and they had to pay a special tax for it, a special tax for being protected by the Islamic people. This Ahl Dhimma included Christian people too, but Christians had behind them the might, the strength of the Christian countries in Europe. So in a way, they had some protection. We Jewish people didn't have it.
In the 16th century, the Ottomans conquered the Arab countries, but the change of masters made no difference for the Jewish community. Jewish persecution continued. The Jewish community in Damascus in 1840 was accused by the Muslim rulers of killing a priest for religious ritual. It precipitated the murder of many Jews. Even the revolt of Arabi Pasha against the Ottoman Sultan in 1881 was soon followed by a pogrom in Alexandria where a frenzied mob turned on the Jews. No matter what the change in the political situation, Jews were singled out as a target to be victimized. None of this was ever revealed by Arab historians. Arab historians don't mention it. They do not record the existence of Jewish communities, nor their suffering. The reasons are very simple. One doesn't speak about a minority, especially a minority which one tramples underfoot. Then it must be added, unfortunately, the Arabs considered the Jew to be totally impure and contemptible. This is already revealed in common parlance. When one talks about a Jew, one says Kelbi Yehudi, which means the Jewish dog. When one mentions a Jew in conversation, one adds saving your honor. To talk about a Jew is, in any case, to foul one's mouth a little bit. So you understand, Arab historians were not interested in the fate of this miserable community, a community humiliated and poverty-stricken. The European historians used Arab sources. That's all they had available.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.